time to go home. Let's do this. join me as we've just left the M1 and are now on the A42. An old boatie here has won first prize in the lottery of road trips. I've got a point, the A42 becomes the M42, and we are 52 miles into our journey. There's a hell of a lot of construction been going on for the past mile or so. I assume it's HS2. Gosh, and even more, this is huge. This can't just be for the railway, can it? Surely not. They must be building something else. Well, just having a drink of water. The M6 forks off, if you'll forgive the expression, to the right. We continue on the M42 with a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. So I've set the old cruise control. Oh, finally the speed limit goes. And at this point we change lanes because we are not going on the M40 to London. Not today. Past Junction 3, where I used to both live and work, just half a mile from the motorway. I really should give a big shout out and say a big thank you to Dyish's Holidays, however you're supposed to pronounce that, because I've been sitting behind this coach in the slipstream, saving fuel now for about 60 miles, and long may it continue. And here we are, the M42 has come to an end, and we're joining the M5 southbound, and we're getting the first drops of rain, which can't grumble about really, because the weather forecast said it was going to rain all day in all areas, all the areas that I was driving through, and this is the first drop we've had, so can't grumble. Even a little bit of blue sky up ahead. It won't last. It'll be tipping it down in Wales, you can guarantee. Well, thank you Daesh's Holidays. Thank you for the ride and have a safe onward journey. I'm stopping for a pee. Strensham Services brings back memories. Daisy. I like to park up by the trees if possible. Gosh, a little bit busy today. Last time I was here was with Captain Mustard, wasn't it? When we were going to pick up Boo the Freelander from Classic Wheels Wales. And the twice before that, oh, careful missus. The twice before that, I was with Chinese Madam. Oh God, that looks a bit tight. Oh, and he's just hit it. I thought that looked tight. He's just managed to hit that guy's bicycle carrier thing, whatever it is. Not showing too much concern about it either, just driven off. Oh, let's chuck it in here. That'll do. Right, time to crack on. Well, as far as I'm concerned, this is where the journey really starts. The bit up to now is usually hateful, and pretty much was today. But now we're not heading back onto the M5, we're heading onto the M50, which is probably my favourite motorway. Enjoyed that burger. A McDonald's hamburger is just about the only thing that you can get as a snack in a motorway service station without having your trousers and pants down and being bent over. £1.29. M50. Here we come. Malvern. That needs to be another video. A day at the Malvern Hills. I've got so much history with the Malverns. So much history. And now we see the first of what will be many pieces of my childhood. The Rainbow Bridge. That was one of those things, oh God, oh, the memories. That was one of those things that my parents did to make a long, boring journey for a young child. That was one of the features my parents used to make what I suppose was a long and boring journey for a child bearable. Yeah, seeing the Rainbow Bridge. The Rainbow Bridge means that you're going home. And I am. truck in front. Our first bit of Welsh. There we are. It does, from this point on, it does start to feel a little Welsh, although we're away from being in Wales yet. Ross is a lovely think of how many years it is since I've been there. I think the last time I was in Ross, I had lunch with my wife. That is going back a while. That's one of those government check the weight of lorry things. Don't know if it's still active. My memories of this area from childhood are not in a car but on a bicycle. Simmons Yacht, this is where I used to come youth hosteling on the bike with my dad when I was very small. The only holidays I ever had with dad, youth hosteling on the bike. God, when I was 7, 8 years old, 9 years old maybe, we'd be doing 80, 90, 100 miles a day. And just back where I just turned the camera on, there used to be a little chef either side of the road. And I can remember more than one occasion when I was very pleased to see that little chef, because I was tired and exhausted. I can't remember the name of the youth hostel, but I remember staying at a youth hostel around here that was terrifying. to get to it, you had to go across this kind of handmade river bridge. Half of the bridge was missing. I remember tiptoeing over that, carrying my bike. And if memory serves, at Simmons Yacht, there's a river crossing, a kind of pedestrian ferry. And it's operated by the operator hauling the small vessel on a rope. I wonder if that's still there 30 years on or 40 years on, whatever it is. And with that bridge, we begin the descent into Wales. Back in the day, I used to use this road as a real racetrack. I remember late night journeys as an adult when I was driving on this road, driving some pretty spicy machinery and driving it quickly. The days before speed cameras and roving policemen. It's beautiful, isn't it? And now we cross the border. Welcome to Wales. Croeso I Cymru. Next stop, Monmouth. My memories of Monmouth are of it being a swap over place. Many occasions my parents would drive me to Monmouth, where my grandparents would drive to and pick me up. There was a particular car park where this used to take place. A bit like a spy meeting in a spy film. I remember a couple of occasions walking around Monmouth with my grandparents, but steady on. It's not somewhere where I spent a huge amount of time. We'll get out of the way of that BMW because it's a bit of a cock. Go through the tunnels. These were rather exciting for a young child. Headlights on. Now my memories of this road, which I've travelled thousands of times, but the major thing in the old memory bank are of two bicycle races. The same race, actually, on two consecutive years, 1988 and then 1989. In 1988, where I was living in Worcestershire, of course, and racing for a Birmingham club, I came to this event. Now, just as this slip road joins here, that's where the course joined this road. So in 88 I travelled here and I was expected to do extremely well. and I didn't for various reasons. I had a bad day and it set me back quite a bit actually. But over the winter and it was a late season event, it was a September event, and that gave me the impetus to, in the winter of 88 going into 89, I trained harder in the off season than I'd ever trained before. I got my body into a shape that it had never quite been before, or indeed has been since, and came back to the event in September of 1989 for the next running, and I'm pretty sure that I was as fit as any human being on the planet, and I was absolutely flying. I can remember being on my own racing here, and I was doing a steady 37 miles per hour on this gradual uphill, partly because I was incredibly fit, mostly because there was a howling tailwind. And for those who understand anything about bicycles or racing, I had 5612 on, 56 tooth chain ring, 12 tooth sprocket at the rear, a huge gear, and it wasn't big enough. I was spinning out at about 115 RPM. Now we're coming off here to head towards Abergavenny, and I don't know if it was or not, but my grandmother always said that this was my grandfather's favourite bit of road to drive, and that he always drove a little too quickly and too enthusiastically. Now, knowing my grandmother, that's probably based on a single event when he just happened to do it a little bit too quickly, perhaps not on purpose, a little too quickly for her comfort, and she would never ever let him forget it. Now we're going to head on to a road that didn't used to exist. I know all roads didn't used to exist, but this one didn't exist when I was a kid. I remember it being built. Before the road was built, it's a bypass, you know. Before it was built, we used to go down this, what I remember being a beautiful road, featuring multiple tree tunnels, which were one of my mother's favourite things. And then this road was built. I was caught speeding here in the most mundane thing imaginable, a Vauxhall Cavalier, if you can believe that. Not my car, I hasten to add. It was Maggie's car, my wife's car, but this was in the time before we were married. I would never have allowed her to drive a Vauxhall Cavalier. I remember its name was Gloria, and we were coming to Wales and I was driving, and I was caught doing 93 miles per hour. I assume by, it wasn't a fixed camera, so I assume it must have been a camera van, mobile camera thing, you know. Fortunately, I didn't get any points, but my grandfather, who had recently passed away, did. which was very kind of him. I've got absolutely no idea why there's a 50 mile an hour speed limit in place. It seems utterly pointless, but there we are. Now further along this road, as we come towards the end, we run alongside a railway track, and I used to get terribly excited if I saw the train. Nothing's changed there, has it, my loves? I still do. And I'm really hoping to see one today. Aircraft? Bloody aircraft? Since when? Now, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's a mountain ahead at sort of 1 o'clock on the clock face. And I'm sure that used to be called the Sugarloaf Mountain. And the railway tracks are now to our left. Double track. I'm not sure which line it is. There you go, you should get a view of it now. Well, I didn't enjoy that at all. It's always been a horrible surface. And restricted to 50 miles an hour for the entirety of the road for no discernible reason whatsoever. Okay, we head underneath the railway. Moving away from Abergavenny and towards the heads of the valleys. Bollocks, I'm in the wrong lane. Okay, that's changed. Show you, but over to the left of us there's a mountain called the Tumble, which I've had the misfortune, and believe me, it was a misfortune, to race over on more than one occasion. The Tumble hurt me quite a lot. And here we are now on the A465 Heads of the Valleys Road, which I expect to have changed out of all recognition. Okay, so from this point we start climbing right up onto the tops, and I remember this road so well. I've driven it again thousands of times, if not 10,000 times, but I know that a lot of work has been done to it over the years. It'll be interesting to see what more original features remain. This bridge is new. And of course, it never used to be a dual carriageway. It used to be one of those weird roads with a 3-lane road, which, looking back, was kind of bloody terrifying, because the middle lane could be used by people in either direction. Seems like lunacy now. God, I wonder how many accidents there were when 2 overtaking vehicles just met each other in the middle lane, going in, both overtaking in opposite directions. Clydeach Gorge down to our left. Another one of these new pedestrian bridges coming up. That must have been quite expensive, and it seems to go from oh, it's for the bus stop, isn't it? Yeah, it's for the bus stop. It's so people living there can get the bus going in this direction. And here we are moving into Blighty. Oh, hello, what's this up ahead? A very international and cosmopolitan new bridge. Not this one that looks rusty. This next one. Well, that doesn't look very South Walian, does it? Gosh. Is that a road bridge? Oh, it is, yeah, there's a vehicle going over. Well, well, well. Gosh, 3 lanes now. 3 lanes. We're being spoiled. Oh, and the silly 50-mile speed limit has gone away. Excellent, I can get my hoof down. The butt of many Welsh jokes is Ebbo Vale. And here we are at the highest point, 1,340 feet up in the air. God, it looks immediately so different because the road is so different. And yet, when I look around, it looks very familiar indeed. just had a little reminder on the left hand side that all of this advancement came courtesy of the European Union, who threw Wales some money and said, do something about your bloody roads. And even more work going on here. Am I imagining it, or did there used to be a petrol station there? Pretty sure they did. If there was, it's gone now. Now then, here's a place. Here's a place. God. What's happened here? Oh, this is very weird. Don't tell me it's all gone. This is Dowlais Top. And this is where I used to come shopping to the big Asda. Has it gone? God, what is all this? Oh, I'll be so sad if it's gone. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. I should have gone up there. Oh, actually, I'm glad I came this way. Looks like Asda is still there. That's good. Oh, and there's the petrol station, look. Right. Let's see if I can find my way off here this time. I don't want to spend the rest of the day going round in circles. Oh, Christ. It's a bit confusing. Okay, here we go. Down here then, isn't it? Oh, bloody hell, what's this? Oh, this is all very different. Oh, there's good old Asda. There's good old Asda. We'll have to pop in there, my lovelies. Oh, the reservoir is still there. That hasn't got. Yet another new bridge. Oh, steady. So it looks like this original road has gone the way of all good things, or is in the process of going the way of all good things. Bloody hell. They're rebuilding my childhood. Oh. Well, I never did. Hopefully, we will find some roads and areas that are exactly as they used to be. I'm sure we will. I'm sure I know where to look. This is all very weird indeed. Now this is the original road, albeit with one lane now coned off and different lines painted, but you can see what I'm, oh, hello. You can see what I mean about it originally being 3 lanes. shooting up the mountain here. God above, what's all this? Lordy, lordy. Oh, I wish I could show you to the left. Long gone railway line, but the sensational viaduct remains. No coffin in there. We don't have to cross our fingers until we see a dog. That's a relief. This new road, oh look at that, this new road has taken us away from driving past what used to be my grandmother's favourite place to eat. Bavastocks it was then, a sort of hotel, restaurant. Then I think at some point it turned into an old people's home. Which ironically my grandmother didn't end up in. I wonder if she'd have preferred that. She ended up at the one down the bottom of the village. Sloyd Coed Creme off to the left. A place to which I am sadly no stranger. I know it's progress, and I know progress is necessary and things have to change. I'm sure the new road will be 1,000 times more convenient, and whilst the making of it is inconvenient, obviously I know that it's going to be temporary, although long-term temporary. But all that said, I hate this. I've got that selfish, idiotic notion that things should have stayed exactly as they were, just for me. Maybe the mountains will be the same, eh? Tractor! I'm actually struggling to pick out any reference points. I should know exactly where I am, and somehow I don't. There's nothing that's as it should be. I genuinely don't know where I am, or where I am in relation to where I'm trying to get to. I thought I knew exactly where I was going. Turns out I may not. Oh, hang on. Okay, I may have picked up on where I am. It's just all so different. Massively different. We'll find out if a little while in it. We'll find out in a little while if I do know where I am, or whether I've got it arse about face. Oh, bloody hell. And everybody's just going through a red light. Right, to explain, I'm not going directly home. If I were going directly home, I would be continuing on the A465 Head to the Valleys Road. Where I am going, or where I'm trying to go, is over Treherbert Mountain. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm not going to be doing this adventure entirely alone. I am going to hopefully pick up a man called Sean, who I've never met before, but he keeps appearing on my portable electric devices via the gift of YouTube. So even this road is bloody different. God for that, an end to the roadworks, an end to the madness. Aha! Now I know where I bloody am. Now I know where I bloody well am. Ah, yes. Now then. The The industrial estate to the right is where I taught the kids to drive. Here we go, darlings. I know exactly where I am. I know exactly where I'm going. We're going over to Herbert Mountain. Sheep. Believe me, this is more fun in a car than on a bicycle. When you're going up it anyway. Coming down, more fun on the bike. Oh, a car on 3 wheels. Naturally. Waterfall. Oh my God, the view to the left. The view to the left. Bloody wind turbine, and another one, and another one. Is nothing sacred. Mind you, I suppose they're not all that visible. I think I need to get out and film this. The The last time I was at this spot, I was with wife and kids. I think I've got a photo somewhere. If I can dig them out, I'll pop them up now. Noisy boy. I forgot that there was this little picnic area here. Now, wouldn't that be the best ever place for a Land Rover lunch? I rather think it would. Right, any chance of any phone signal up here? Ah, looks like there is. Hello. I'm on the top of the world looking down at, what was it? I'm on the top of the world looking, oh, creation, yeah, that's the one. I'm at the top of the Rekos mountain. Okay. Well, wave as I'm on my way down so I can see you. Okie dokie. Okay, bye bye.
Starting route to...
I'm filming this, but probably won't use it because we'll be coming the other way when I'll have Sean with me. Although I might use this bit for the daily diary. Now, oh God, a bloody wind farm, dear me. Oh well, what can you do? Yeah, the bit up until coming onto the Rekos Road really threw me. I wasn't expecting that level of total difference. Oh, that'd be a bloody good spot for a Land Rover lunch as well. So basically, we're now dropping down into the Rhondda, into the Rhondda Valley. Yet more roadworks, my God. My God. Don't look down to your right. It's a bit disconcerting. Bit of a drop down there. Oh, we've got a barrier now. Amazingly, it's not raining. Of course, I say that, it starts raining, doesn't it? That's very glacial there. Proper interlocking spurs. Top of the world, looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find. Is that the railway line there? Is that the newly electrified railway line?
In 1 mile, turn left onto Church Street.
I believe it is. Round bendy wendy, over the cattle grid. Hoi! God, I remember this so well. Speed cameras? Oh God, and the bloody 20-mile-an-hour speed limit. Dear me. look on your right hand side, darlings, and what do we see but a Rover 45 in silver. There's no escaping them, is there? Okay, well, the next stop on this little adventure is to find my hotel and to get some food and drink for the night, and possibly to get some petrol. So I seem to have used nearly all of mine. Back up the mountain we go. Imagine driving over here in summer in the TF with the roof down. probably been up and down this mountain more times today than in the first 10 years that I lived here. Okay, so on this new and scary road setup, I need to find my way to come back, and I'm not going to cheat and look at a map or program a phone. Let's see if we can do it organically, shall we? So where do I need to go? Okay. this would be even less fun in the dark. darlings, at Tesco. Now, this is the town of my father's birth, but I have very limited memories. We used to come here to visit my Auntie Muriel and Uncle Bill, but I couldn't find their house now if you offered me £1 million. Blimey, I found it by sheer accident. Oh, and have a look at this. There's, oh, is it only a petrol station? I was thinking there was an Asda here. Oh, hang on, maybe there is. Oh yeah, there's a bloody great big Asda. So food and petrol should both be possible. Not petrol, it's closed. Okay, my lovelies, this is it. This is our, this is our home for the night. Is there a nice place to park? Yes. Park around here, look. Okay, plan is go in, get booked in, get settled, and then nip back out for some things to keep me alive until the morning. Okay, I'll see you inside. Okay, it's a bit dark. Where's the old I should have turned the light on before. Is that one? Ah, there we are. Yeah, I should have turned the light on before coming to the room, shouldn't I? Oh, gosh. Let's chuck that down there for a start. Try and get some light on the subject. It's better, it's a bit gloomy in there. Ah, well, that's a good start. We've got a glass, we've got mugs. There's a bit of sugar there. Oh, that lights up. Oh, we've got lights up here as well. One of them works. There's a televisual. We won't be worrying about that. Eat and drink with us. Tuck in. Unlimited cooked breakfast. I bet it's cheaper at Asda next door, isn't it? Yep, that's okay. Bit of hangy space. Oh, there's another switch here. Hello. Oh, that makes it a bit brighter. Oh, and we've got a bathroom. Luxury hand wash. Bog roll. Oh, and one of those big old showers. There we are. Oh, I think I can probably survive in here for the night, can't I? Shall we give the bed a try? Is there a... Oh, there is a power socket under there, look. Let's put the old card on the table. Try the bed. Oh. Well, I'll tell you one thing. That is quite a high bed. I really must try not to fall off that. I could probably do myself some damage. Right, let's get settled in and unpacked and then we'll go over to the shop. Okay, time to get some essential supplies. Supplies. No, I won't do that, Jack. Well, here in Cumbach, it is sometime after midnight. I've just done a fantastic 2-hour live stream that I loved, and I've drunk some vodka and I'm not feeling any pain. And there in the darkness are the beacons. I'm home. I'm home, and I'm so glad to be. In the next episode, I'll begin to explain some of the reasons why this has been so difficult. But for now, I'm going to say thank you for watching. But for now, I'm just going to say, wherever you are, good night, have a safe and peaceful night, and take care of yourselves.